Hey, this is my review of the Senville 120 volt, 12,000 BTU mini split heat pump slash air conditioner. Heat pump in America is colloquially used mainly just for heating units in an eco-friendly way. But all air conditioners actually are heat pumps. It's just that I think by convention in America, the mechanism to expel heat inside rather than outside has not been included because of low performance. And I can understand that, but given the need for more eco-friendly solutions for heat, it's nice to see this unit working in reverse. And that's what I like about it, is that this mini split works as a heat pump as well as an air conditioning unit if you're talking about American colloquialisms. The ease of installation was great. What comes included are the 16-foot pre-flared high-pressure, low-pressure copper lines, along with a long signal wire, about 16 feet each, maybe 20 feet for the signal wire. And all you got to do is cut a hole in your wall, feed it up some walls again, or feed it up the other wall. I chose to feed it on the inside of my wall, and feed it to the indoor unit. This guy weighs about 60, 70 pounds, and it's easy to live in the place and easy to make a small little makeshift stand or whatever for. I made mine out of 2x4, and you see a bunch of other people making theirs out of metal or buying more. This is about $8 worth of 2x4 right here, so it's like no brainer for me. But it comes about 3 packages via FedEx freight. Everything can fit in the back of a small passenger car. No big deal. It just comes packaged and bundled in a small pallet. But on the inside here, on a cold day, we are getting around 70 degrees on a 30-degree day. So what you're going to find with heat pump efficiency and why they don't necessarily reverse them, or why you see these things buried underground, is because you need that heat exchange to be basically above 30, 35 degrees, or else the heat exchanger's BTU output severely drops off. It's kind of like an asymptote after 30 degrees. It's like really high efficiency after 30 degrees, but below 30 degrees, you don't get that much heat out of it because there's no heat exchange to be made using the refrigerant. Again, these are all non-issues for air conditioning because the heat exchange with air conditioning, we live at a comfy 70 degrees and the heat exchange happens at like 200 or more. So just like a car engine. This guy's just hanging on a metal rack here. I just screwed into the plywood and I added these little streamers because it is that quiet. And I just needed a little bit of noise and confirmation that it's on. But the copper pipes, again, they come pre-flared. I drilled a hole in the back here and then lead out. And again, you got your drain pipe, your signal wire, and your copper tubing. They all work out. It was really simple. And if anything, it's a race to the bottom right now, because these manufacturers, what they do is that they get a few people in factories in China to make these things en masse, and then they slap their own logo on it, and then they see what's the minimum viable product for Amazon. That's why you see so many competitors out there. I wouldn't say go for the cheapest unit out there. Even Senville is a trustful brand or whatnot, but they're basically mostly all the same. If you want some brand protection, go for a brand that you trust. But if you're willing to take a little bit of a risk and do it yourself and deal with maybe Chinese support lines, whether they be Indian or American, or depending on who's supporting you, you can get a little off-brand and be perfectly fine with these Chinese manufactured / drop shipped globalization heat pump units. It's great. Go ahead and get yourself the cheapest one you can.